Right, time to do something about this smoke. I need to do an oil change anyway, so I thought I'd do an engine flush, see if this is going to make any difference. The instructions say, get the car to temperature, turn the car off, pour in the contents of the can, run the car for 20 minutes, drain the oil while it's still warm, and then replace it with new oil and filter. A good habit to get into is always checking to see if your oil cap is milky or not. This would indicate water in the engine oil, which indicates a head gasket failure. Luckily here, I don't have that. I've already let the car run up to temperature, so now I'm pouring in the whole contents of the can. Now you can screw the cap back on and chuck the can away. You then need to start the car and let it run on idle for 20 minutes. Then pick up the can from the rubbish because you forgot all the instructions. Right, the car's been running for 20 minutes. You'll need a spanner, which is the correct size for the sump plug bolt, a container to catch all the oil, and a jack and stands to get under the car and do it safely. Crack the bolt and remove it, being careful because the oil's going to be hot.
Oil has been completely drained. I'm going to get the oil out, I'm going to find the actual sump plug that's in here somewhere, which I always drop in, and then we'll put the plug back in and we'll go to the next step.
I've not driven this car much at all, maybe 20 miles. That's what's come out. So obviously there was a lot of stuff in there. This car had been sat for like 10 years before I got it, so I'm guessing everything had just gunked up in there. Hopefully this has got out a lot of stuff. Top tip for anyone who wants to get into cars, get a magnet on a stick. These extendable ones, they're like £3 and they're absolutely fantastic. Bit of rubbish on there, it's fine, wipe that off, boom. And it's like fishing. Oh, hey, there it is. So wipe that off. There we go, lovely. Right, we're going to stick that back in and then on to the next step. I do recommend changing the washers on this. I don't have one, this is just a bit of a spur of the moment thing I'm doing just to try and fix an issue. So if your car has replaceable washers that you're supposed to replace, obviously do replace them. I just don't have one at the moment. Let's get back on there. Nice and tight, but just hand tight. One for luck, because I always get nervous. There we go, lovely. I've got these pliers, they're really good, super helpful. If the oil filter is easily accessible, you can use these, otherwise you'll have to use another tool. But these are great, so literally just grip on. Usually it just comes right off, but not this time. Ready, here we go. And that's all you need. There we go. Move it by hand, yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Tip all that out. And then you want to get your new filter, after that has all dripped out, put the new filter back on. Filter is back on and we're done underneath the car, which is always lovely. I'm going to take the oil cap off. I usually like to use a funnel, just a little bit less messy, and then we're going to top the oil back up. Check how much oil your car needs, because obviously every car is different. Mine is 3.7 litres, so that's exactly what I've got in this bottle. So we're just going to fill it up until it's all gone. Cool, there we go. So that's all that. I'm going to put the cap back on. Let's get any drips. So cap back on, and then we're ready to start it up. Good comparison. This is what the new oil looks like, and that is what the old oil looks like. That's what it should look like from new, and that's what it should look like after 8,000, 10,000 miles. This has only done maybe like 20 miles. I've done quite a few cold startups, but this is very black and very sludgy. So hopefully that means the engine flush has worked. Cool, let's get it started. That looks like it's actually made it more smoky, which is not great. Don't know why. So we're going to try some stop smoke, see if that works. Thanks for watching everyone. Stay tuned for the next video and I'll catch you later. Bye.